Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. Uh, hey guys. Can you hear me? Are just you always listen to? Oh man, why is it like this? Anyhow, I can't post a question. I just want to ask a question there. Oh, hey there, David. I just figured I'd do this like every weekend to, I don't know. I find it fun. After this, I'm gonna shoot my review on the Juice Ear butterfly. It's actually really good. Um, it's probably one of those sets to choose in the 200 to 300 price category. Let me check my bracket again. It's so clear. I mean, if the tonality is not for you, then too bad. But yeah, it's a balanced set, leaning a little bit on the upper mids and treble. Um, it's yeah, it's a probable S ranker for me. Let's see, what are the competitions here? Well, if it's below 250, it's gonna be competing really well. But yeah, it's nice. Oh, hi there, Magikarp. Why can't I post a poll? I just want to post a poll. What artist or what music do you listen to recently? Yeah, it's a winner. I mean, it's I don't know. Like with the butterfly, I didn't really like the butterfly, to be honest. Like I was so sorry for the brand because I gave them like a B. And a lot of reviewers shilled them like it was really good for the price, blah blah. And I listened to it like, oh man, like I can't really like this set, and it was so hard for me to, yeah, I can't lie on my scoring. My scoring is so simple. It's just really liking it and not liking it, and I can't lie. And it's just B, man, for the price. It's crazy. But yeah. Other one though, yeah. I was really curious about the brain dance. A lot of people are, you know, most of the reviewers are liking it. But it's 500 bucks though, which is what? It's not cheap. It's like almost entering in-game level price. Um, I can lie pretty easily. I can lie. I mean, I can shill on any products. It's just that I don't want to. uh, I like the weekend a lot to answer your question. Yeah. Man, I can't make, I don't know what's wrong, but I can't make a Q&A here. But my question would be like, what artists do you listen to recently or what music? Let me just do that again. Here, it's gone. It's crazy. It doesn't let me. Oh my god. Anyhow. Yeah, you can answer me any questions and answer. You can ask me any questions. Uh, it's just chill time. Just chill time. My favorite food? What's my favorite food? Man, that's hard. I mean, I like Japanese food. I like but my favorite food would probably be uh it's Wagyu. It's Japanese Wagyu. Yeah, it's just it melts in your mouth. I didn't like to like I didn't used to like beef. Um but yeah, when I tried Wagyu the first time I was like, what the hell is this food? It's like it melts in your mouth. It's crazy. It's like butter. I didn't know it was possible for a meat. Japanese Wagyu is a must try, man. And I don't know if I'm weird for liking it, but I liked because when I was in Japan, my wife asked me to try raw beef liver. Raw liver from a cow. It was yeah. Um at first I didn't want to try it at first because like why would I eat why would I eat something raw? I mean they like eating raw there. But it turned out it was actually pretty good as well. It was pretty good. It was entirely different from what I imagined it to be. So, yeah. How about you? What's your favorite food, Magikarp? Do you like eating Pokeballs? uh, oh man. Oh, I got tired of making reviews. Let me try the um, tacos. Tacos, yeah. I like tacos. There are like a lot of tacos chain stores around around the area here, like Taco Time and Del Taco and a lot of them. But I don't know which tastes good. It's like I don't have an idea which tastes good, like what's the standard good and what's bad. Um, but yeah, let me try this Q&A again. Which come on, man, please. Maybe blue. Yeah. I don't know if that. Let's wait for a while. Because if I do that, I can't see. I just can't see anything. I mean, I see people replying, but uh, uh, uh oh no. Hmm. It's it's giving me this bug, so I hate it. Anyhow, no, I won't try it anymore. Ooh, okay. Trying out different filters here. Uh. Okay, how about I'll try to add a poll here. Do you like Harman? Is that showing up? Ah, okay. I don't know. Well, about Harman sounding sets, it I don't know if you can hear driver. I mean, driver quality. Is it good to say driver quality or the kind of drivers? For me, it's important. Yeah, and there's a reason why some drivers are expensive and some are not. Um, but yeah, definitely drivers play a role in tuning. So for me, it depends on. I mean, a set can be really Harman compliant, but not great sounding at at the same time. My favorite sport, I used to skateboarding. Yeah, and I did like surfing a little bit, um, skimboarding, so most of the board sports. And then I really wanted to try snowboarding because it was the only sport that I had not tried. And finally, like 2 years ago, I tried snowboarding the first time. Yeah, and I thought like, cause my wife said like, nah, it's gonna be really hard for you to do snowboarding because you don't have any experience. But I told my wife, no, I mean I used to do board sports, so it's just gonna transfer. Like the still just transfers to snowboarding. Boy, I was wrong. It was, and I got slapped because my wife's better than me, and because she used to do snowboarding, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I mean, I can ride the snowboard. I mean, it's fine for me to maneuver the board because I still got like I think the muscle memory transfers with that. But the problem with me with snowboarding is I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know how to stop, and I got scared because I just kept going, and I was like, there were people in a ski resort, and I don't know, I didn't want to hit them. So yeah, to answer your question, a long question, it's probably board sports. I like board sports. I mean, I can play most of the. I play basketball, volleyball, badminton. The stuff that you do at school. So yeah. How about you guys? What sports do you guys like, or maybe you're good at? Maybe I can do like that here. Anyhow, I'm not sure if you're familiar about Yoroshika, the band, man. Like I love them. I love Nabona and Sui. It's crazy. Their football. Okay, is it like the American football? Cause in UK they call football for soccer. So anyhow, to answer my question about like which artist I listened to recently, it's gonna be Yoroshika. It's a Japanese band. Um, they don't show their faces. The writer Nabona and Sui. Uh, よろしくお願いします. But yeah, man, like it's even not about her voice. I mean, her voice is of course crazy good because she can like in one song she can have like three tonal shifts, which is and I mean anyone can do tonal shifts, but in her case it's just so smooth, and the transition is really she can do it really well. But what I like about them is just Nabuna is real. He's a god in arranging chord progression. I mean, if you're familiar with creating songs, it's hard because I mean the melody and oh god, the nuance on every song is crazy good. And I like artists who are like that. It's like they're not really trying to um like every track is not really similar, kind of. So, oh, no problem, Magikarp. Yep, go ahead. So yeah, I really like Yorishka. They're just, yeah. Bye. So I'm gonna be here for like an hour, just answering questions and having coffee. You can ask me anything though. Let me end the poll. Oh, there's like no one likes Harmon in here. Uh, 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 uh. Recently, I also listened to Incubus because it's the same. They're also very creative artists. Um, it's like every album that they have, it's just different. Um, like the atmosphere is different. The way they do chord progressions is different. But you know it's them because of course the vocalist. But the composition is just different in different albums, and I like musicians who are like that. They're very creative in like not making redundant compositions in every track. So ooh, 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 ooh. Let's try. Nope. Mm, 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 mm. I'm just chilling here. Anyone who's entering, I'm just chilling. You can ask me any questions. Um, it's what time is it here now? It's 7:44. I just woke up and I do this every weekend. Uh, just chilling, have my coffee, and talk to myself. Oh, here's the. I don't know if you're interested in this. Here is the dragonfly. And let me try to listen to the dragonfly again. Let's see if they're really, really bright. I mean, they're not bright, but let's see. It's really clear, man. The clarity is really good on the dragonfly. And the bass, too. I like the bass. Man, it's so good. This is really a possible S ranker for me. I mean, I'm gonna shoot my review later. Ugh. Vocals are really open sounding. Probably the only con that I have for the dragonfly is yeah, it's the maybe the tonality might not fit everyone, but it's bright tilted, but it's not aggressive. It's still listenable. Um and even if it's the mids are a little bit thin sounding, it has enough bass. It's nice. I mean, at first I didn't like it at first because it was too bright. I don't know, maybe because of burn-in or my ears got used to it, but yeah, it's better now. It's better sounding now. So it's one of the better sets out there around its price range. Oops, sorry about that. I forgot. I needed to update this. Did I do that? Huh. You guys any have questions? Dude, why can't I update this? What's wrong with Nord? Oh wow, a lot of people liking Harmon there. %67%. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh-huh. Yes. Hey, what's wrong with this? Hey man, between variations and EM10, which do you prefer? Good question. Um, EM10 is more aggressive in the treble. So, I don't know if you like treble. Variations treble comes off really smooth, like no peaks at all, but it's also less exciting, if that makes sense. It's not thin sounding, it sounds correct, but it doesn't excite you. Um, and the EM10 is cheaper. But that's the thing. Variations is also, it has ESTs. I don't know. For some reason, I like ESTs that are well implemented. Like, um, there are drivers without ESTs that sound good, but for me, if there are ESTs, like there's this characteristic to the treble that I really like. Um, and most of them have it. So yeah, that's hard because variations is almost, I don't know, like 400 and EM10 is like 300. So there's like pros and cons to both. But if I were to choose, hmm, if I were to choose though, if I have that cash, between the two. I know. Maybe I'd just go to variations because considering I haven't heard them and just basing off of reviews. Um, but yeah. But there are many options now. I mean, at cheaper prices. The Dragonfly is another option. It's much cheaper than the EM10, and I feel like let me just double check on that. I feel like they follow the same curve though. It sounds like that. Close, but Dragonfly and EM10, just making sure. Yeah, kind of similar, but I don't know what's wrong with the bass here. But yeah, I understand. The EM10 does sound a bit forward in the upper treble. Oh man, like you don't know how many are there for like the unit variations. There's so many. I mean, my friend when I was in Cebu, he got variations. I measured it, and it's got a little bit of variations in there. Dude, why can't I update this? It's crazy. Um, but yeah, variations. There's also Nova. Nova is, I don't know, like Nova's. If you like smooth sounding sets, probably Nova is good. Nova's just fine for me though. Oh man, the Studio 4 is, yes, I forgot to tell about that, but that I didn't include the Studio 4 because it's tuned differently. Um, the variations in the AM10 sounds close in a way that they're like U-shaped, V-shaped. Studio 4 is different. It's more of like neutral, balanced or neutral. The bass is nowhere as close as both variations and the EM10. However, if you are looking for a neutral reference, Studio 4. And my neutral target on my Squig, I had to make two targets because at first my first target was, if you check my Squig, I have Practifile neutral and Practifire balance. It was just the balance, and when I heard the Studio 4, I was forced to make a new target, and I patterned it to that one. Um, and I realized that yeah, I really like that curve, that bass, the cut at 6K is just perfect. So yeah. Oh there, hi there, Magikarp, you're back. Okay, next install. Oh, there we go. Interesting revelation. Yeah, I told that. I mean, I man, like 2 years ago, my videos suck. Like, it's audio's not good, and yeah, it's better now. I mean, I'm learning how to edit, taking good pictures. I'm more choosy about my audio quality. So, um, but I did tell people that my target is based off of Studio 4, and which happens to be, it has the same glide as the Cadenza 4, the EJ07, the OG one. Just a lot of IMs follow that curve, and I like it. I like it a lot. And there's something about the cut about around the presence region 5 to 6K that I really really like. It the effect on that is it makes vocals forward, and it makes the bass a little bit fuller sounding without really increasing uh, the um, the dB on the bass. I mean, you can try that with any PEQ. Do a cut around 5 to 6K, and the bass sound is fuller. So it's still gonna the mids are still gonna be open sounding, but it's not gonna sound as thin as compared to with a cut at 5 to 6K. Oh yeah, it's muffled. I know. It's it's embarrassing. But hey, like I'm still here now. I'm still making videos. I'm learning a lot. But I really like sharing my thoughts. I don't want to be like the main or like what's that? The main. I don't want to be like a mainstream reviewer. Um, I just want to give practical advice. That's my that's where my name came from. Practifile. It's from practical. About the Studio 4, do I have to if I do have the Chopin, do you think S4 is an upgrade, man? It's hard. Chopin is already good. Um, I like the Studio Force myself, but I don't want you to spend another cash. It's gonna be good. It's gonna feel like an upgrade, but it's also like almost three times as much as the Chopin. You know what I mean? So if you are going to upgrade, um, it's not an it's the tonality is also very different. The Chopin has a very distinct tuck in the sub bass, and when you go to the Studio 4s, you will lose all the fun. You will lose all the fun because it's just gonna sound unexciting. So it's not an upgrade. Is it better? Depends on you, on what you're looking for. But if you're looking for an upgrade on the Chopin, I think the Da Vinci is a pick. Yes, I think Da Vinci is the one to pick. It's not as expensive. It's like what? Now it's on sale for 250. Yeah. Um, great bass. Da Vinci has great bass. Or even the variations too. It's like, yeah, it's um, the Chopin's not so intense sounding for me. It probably depends on the source and how you drive it, because I use 4.4 on that and the treble seems fine. Or maybe it's because it's compensated by the amount of bass. Um, but I don't know, man. My ranking's broken now because of that stupid Let Shure S2024. Uh, it's crazy, man. Like, it's I don't know. This the Let Shure S12 is it's here. It's always here. And it's crazy how resolving it is for its price, man. It's crazy. The treble is so nuanced on this. Doesn't sound like a planar. It's whew, it's crazy good. Um, I even thought of like stop reviewing because I thought like, man, this is endgame. But there are a lot of factors as to why I really like the Let's Sure S12. It could be, the anatomy of my ears, and it's just hitting really the HRTF for me. But it's crazy good. No, it's not. Let me see the graph. It's not because one of the strengths of the DaVinci is actually vocals. And so it's not. I really like the DaVinci because of the vocals. It's not affecting the vocals per se. However, for me, I have a lesser baser target bass curve or preference. The bass on the DaVinci is just a little bit um it's like it's being portrayed more, and for me it's a little bit distracting. The bass is not affecting the overall frequency itself, but it's just in front. Chopin, let's see. Chopin. The Chopin is tighter, yes. Yeah, the Chopin's gonna be tighter, but I like the Chopin. That's why, yeah, man, don't upgrade. I mean, I'll take it back because again, the Chopin is also already very good. But if you look at my graph, I think the Chopin and the variations are close. Let me see. It's a little bit thin. Okay. And the Chopin's following my balance target pretty fine too. It's nice. There's a little bit of tuck in there. Yeah, and sub bass dominant. It's really fun set though. Um, I mean the show no, the Da Vinci is also following the meta curve wherein um they have that increased 200 hertz to 500 hertz. Do you like? Yes, I like the Chopin more than the Nova. Definitely. And it's probably I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean I have an idea about like the people behind binary audio because Timmy and I were friends, um and so the people behind binary audio, they have very good experience. They are related to a big brand. They are related to a big brand. It's the same people, just different company naming. And but I don't know. I can't tell. I promised Timmy not to tell anyone. But yeah, I like the way they're tuning and maybe the drivers that they're using. The Dyna Quattro, I like it a lot. Binary audio. I don't know. Has someone compared Binary Quattro to the Deuce? Because someone told me, like when they went on to CanJam and they tried Binary Quattro versus Deuce, they preferred the Deuce, and I was wondering like, why? Like the bass of the Dyna Quattro is already very very good. But yeah, the Bina Quattro can be, it's expensive. I think the Deuce is cheaper. Yeah. The Dyna Quattro, yeah, but I gave it away. So Paul Wasabi's, like most of the reviewness that I get, I send them to the tour. So I sent it to Paul Wasabi and to people who wanted to try it. And someone wanted it, and I said, okay, you get to keep it. But yeah, I really wanted to have a try it again though. Um, yeah, man, I feel sorry for the consumers. I mean, it's hard to it's it's also hard to blame them. I mean, they're partly responsible for it. For I mean, you can, it's like money, right? But they should have asked help, really. I don't know how they would ask help for the production or like manpower. I know it's expensive in Singapore, but any small company with that big of an order, they're gonna have the same mess, I think. You can't just, it's hard. Like imagine it's like it's just you're just imagine you're in a stadium, and you're the only one selling popcorn. You know what I mean? Imagine catering to all those people, and it's only you. That's what it looks like for them. Yeah. But yeah, I feel sorry for the consumers. I feel sorry for Fat Freak. 'Cause they're just a small company. Like, I know, like 5 people in the team. So, no, I mean, the thing is, they know how many the orders are with the pre-orders. I mean, anyone should have expected that. I really think that they should have gotten like a third party help, you know. But it's Singapore, it's expensive to pay people. Um, there it was just too overwhelming for them. The order was too overwhelming, and HBB was, of course it's his collab, so he was shilling it. Um, yeah, and there was no plan really. It they're just a new company too, should have known this could have happened. Yeah. It's a lesson for them, like that's why outsourcing exists, and services exist right now. They should have outsourced that to meet the consumer demand. Do you think? Yeah, I think I would want a collab, but I'll very, very be picky with the drivers and the tuning. If I were to do a collab, I want a DD with a passive radiator. Not a lot of bass, but very tight. A DD, no microplanars, a mid BA, a full frequency would also be fine, um, but a mid BA and probably an EST. Pricing it at 400. Yeah. The thing about ESTs is you can't really price it less than 400 because those chargers are big and they're expensive, so that's why. But I don't know who am I gonna collab with. I'm not really big. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. Which is my daily driver, the S12s. Let's show S12s 2024. Uh, Chopin. No, Chopin. I sometimes listen to Chopin, but the Studio Force and the Pilgrim Theory. I often change. Um, but if I were to like count my like the just daily driving set, it's probably gonna be the S12 24s now. Yeah, it's and then I listen to Studio Force when I have review units because I want to listen to like reset my ears to what sounds neutral, because if I listen to other sets that have boosted treble or like boosted bass, when I evaluate a set, my impressions are gonna change. If that makes sense. So, but yeah. How about you guys? What IAMs do you listen to? Which is, in your opinion, the most underrated IAM? Most underrated, it's the Apple Explorer. Man, at 100, I ranked it an S though. I should have ranked it S plus plus or S plus. Um, I liked it a lot, but maybe just the tonality though. It's not for everyone. But still, I mean, that thing, even if it's not my preferred tonality, I still scored it really high. So yeah, I know, man. The Explorer is so good, and I gave it away as well to one of our reviewers. I love it so much. I know. I just keep giving sets. The Cadenza too. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I gave it to Danny. Yeah. I can't possibly keep all the IMs that I get. I'm thinking of giving this to my subscribers in the future, but it's just really a hassle sending stuff here in the US. I hate it. Like writing and stuff and putting them in the box. It's time consuming, so. But yeah, maybe in the future I'm gonna do some giveaways with some of the sets that I have here. The Will I review becoming? I already reviewed the 5+2. It's just I don't know. Was it A minus? I think it's A minus. It's okay. Um. Okay, I'm gonna give you a secret. Are there only two people here? Um. With my scoring, at least for me, it's a better buy if it's like an A plus, at least an A plus to an S. I really think that's a very safe buy. Um, A plus to an S. If it's under that, it's. I mean, I also put the descriptions on my sheets. It's safe to buy, blah blah blah. But um, yeah. A minus, it's yeah, it may match your it may match your preferred tonality, but I don't know. I feel like they rushed it, and like they don't have any releases. Let's put in two drivers in there, and boom, 5+2. It's fine, but I'd choose the butterfly. I mean, sorry, the dragonfly, because they're in the same price range, right? It's 239. The dragonfly is gonna be around 250. But the dragonfly is just better. It's just better. Uh, yeah. And I'm going to post my review on the Dragonfly because after my live, I'm gonna shoot the video because it's already bright outside just to get the lights. Shoot the video and edit it tonight and probably post it. Australia, man, I don't really have the Australia. Have you heard? I've heard other people B7 has planar timbre. Would you agree? Yes, it has planar timbre, but not the traditional planar timbre. It's weird. It's thin sounding. It's not the zinginess of the planar that it has. It's like it's thin sounding. It's I don't know. Some people might like it. I don't like that. I don't like the timbre on cymbals. The Australia, I haven't tried. I have the Da Vinci. Um, Da Vinci's 250 now though. Yeah, the Australia is pretty hyped. Um, I know. I don't get sets from Linsol. They don't like me. They don't like me. Using the same planner as before, or they updated. I think they updated it. Um, I'm not sure what the upgrade is. Or maybe the changes are on the shells because I do feel like the nozzles are longer. But it's just really good. I'm getting the clean though, the K-Fine clean. It's still on the way to my address. It's $50 and I have a feeling I'm gonna like it because I don't have like a perfect scored IEM under 100 or even under 600. Um, yeah. Under 100 is tough. It's like a battleground in there. Really? If it graphs close to EW, I don't know. Let's see. I have the EW300. It's fine actually. Because right now probably my recommendation around that price range is the EPZ Q5 Pro. Yeah, the SimCard EW300. It has really good bass though. Um, it's nice. It's a solid choice, but it's easily forgotten. You know what I mean? I always forget about. But I don't know. Like, there's also not a lot of IM releases around like 60 to 150 recently. Maybe just the planars and. And I think around that price range, the Apple Explorer is just dominating it. Because for me, I see IMs as um, they should have like at least a character to them, if that makes sense. Like a singer, like the tonal voice, like every singer, of course, like they say, you're checking on if you were to pick a singer, most of them are, really good at singing, but one of them would stand out because of like the character to the tone of it. That's how I view IEMs, like Like for example, the Apple Explorer, it's so unique and you can't describe how it sounds. It's just that you relate that sound to Apple Explorer and it's a chill set. Um, and Chopin is also very distinct. Like you don't get that sound with any other IEMs. It's just Chopin. This sound is Chopin. You know what I mean? Um, Same with the Pilgrim. You know, like this is Pilgrim sound. Uh, but with sets that are graphed the same, it's so easy to forget them. They don't have that character in them. Adonis New. A QA, don't know. I've never tried the QA Adonis New. MP1 for 5 versus the Explorer. I picked the Explorer, man. Because again, they have that character. The MP1 for 5, it sounds good. But it sounds like every other planar. You know what I mean? The S12 2024s, it may sound like any other planar, but it has the character for me. It's huge, but they actually fit in your ears pretty fine. I know what you mean. They're huge, but they're fine. Alright guys, I think I have enough light to shoot my video on the Dragonfly. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a fun time talking with you guys. Oh, someone, can you suggest an upgrade from the Tangzo One or under 200 J-pop female vocals? For Neg, under 200 J-pop female vocals. Chopin, yeah. Yeah, it's just Chopin. I mean, if you can find the S12 2024s, if they're not sold out yet, it would be great. But let me just double check on under 200. Yeah, it's Chopin, man. I think Chopin's good. Or the Dragonfly. Yeah, I just oh, but it's 250, right? I mean, if you can stretch a little bit. Yeah. No, it doesn't require a lot of power. It's fairly easy to drive. The 2024 is the gold one. It's now. Um, so yeah, 5 plus 2. No, I don't think 5 plus 2, it's not the end. That's why I said the Dragonfly is the one to pick around that price range. Um, Definitely not the Butterfly. No, I don't know. If you like bass, pick the Butterfly. That's why, like, like I don't know if other reviewers we have reviewers have preferences on brands. It's not really like we shield them, we lick their balls or something. But every brand they have their own house sound. I really like Apple on how they implement stuff. Do you know it's just so. Juice Ear, my first impression was like, what the hell is this company doing? Like, do they even know how to tune? That's what I thought with Juice Ear. Like, how is this set being shielded so high to the moon? And it's just normal sounding for me. I mean, a 20 buck KZ, like the butterfly graphs like similar to KZ, it's crazy. So I really just ranked it B. And then I didn't expect a lot with the Dragonfly because I already have a bad experience with the brand. But anyhow, Hi-Fi Go sent it to me anyway. So I was like, this is gonna be another butterfly. But I was wrong. I was wrong. It's actually really good. The Dragonfly is really good. Or maybe it's just my preferences. Maybe the bass on the butterfly is just too much. Now with the dragonfly, it's just really good. There are cons to it, but I can take the cons. Yeah. What is your preferred reviewer? Um, who is my preferred reviewer? Hmm. Myself? But yeah, for honest reviews, Acros, Paul, Hobby Talk, yeah, it's, right, probably three. Especially reviewers who have background in music. Um, I just feel like there's similarities that people can jive in. Um, because being an audiophile, I don't consider myself as an audiophile because it feels like there's a line between being an audiophile and being a musician. Because if you're a musician, you don't have any preference for the tonality because you make tuning. So it doesn't make sense if a tuning on a certain instrument is the same because you actually create a tune to the guitars, to how, and you change the tune. So most musicians, they don't really care about how a set would sound, but however, musicians are very particular on timbre. So it can sound very bassy as long as it's correct sounding, if that makes sense. Dave, I don't know, like I don't really watch him. Just find reviewers who have background or can play a little bit of musical instrument. Yeah. Hobby Talk, he plays instruments. Um, I don't listen to high volumes. Um, I mean, in the car, I listen to high volumes, but no, not. I don't listen to high volumes. Um, and that's why, like in my Target, it doesn't really have a treble boost there. So I'm very particular on simple timbre, especially peaks past 10K. Big no no for me. Where is your my pet? My pet sleeping. Masha, Masha, Mashkun. Man, like still sleeping. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna take him out for poop. There he is. What is a set that I genuinely dislike a lot? Um, yeah, and it's not really dislike a lot. Um, Maybe because of what happened. It's the Hidis MS3. So before Hidis gave, like they gave me the set for review, of course. But then I told them like there is channel imbalance with the units that I have. I don't think I need to review these. Very big channel imbalance. It's crazy. And they said it's acceptable within the factory, 1 to 2 dB difference, it's understandable, blah blah blah, they said. So it felt like they really didn't want to own the mistake of sending me channel. It's a very big, it's two different IEMs, man. It's crazy. I mean, or MS2, was it MS2 or MS3? Look at that. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there. So there's a difference in the bass and also in the treble. Or is it the MS3? Yeah, it's the MS2. Sorry, it's the MS2, the Mermaid. And so I told them like I can't review this. It's like two different IMs. And said, no, it's like it's and then they sent me pictures that, like it's acceptable and other reviewers also graph it like this and blah 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 and said like, okay, fine. I'm gonna post my review. And that's what I did. What I did was I posted a review and described the sound in like the right channel and the left channel. It's crazy, man. Find it on Facebook. It's crazy. I give my impressions on the left channel and the right channel because that's what I honestly thought. It's crazy. After that, they banned me. That's why I don't get to, they I didn't get the like the planers from Hidiz. They got angry, man, and I told them like, "Hey, I was kind enough to tell you not to post a review. I graph sets. These are like two different IMs. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna." And then they said no and blah blah. It's just, it's acceptable within the company, or like the standard. It's crazy. And so, banned. I didn't care because because I, again, I'm honest with my reviews. I may sound shilly at times, like I'm shilling something. But hey, if a set sounds bad, it sounds bad, and I tell it. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like it's on Facebook. It's search it. My name's there, um, and they banned me. That's why I thought probably some companies know like how honest I am, and they're avoiding sending me stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I do think that some companies cherry pick the reviewers. So if the reviewers are a little bit soft, like they don't say the cons, and I check like their channel, or they got like they're getting a lot of sets, and then I check the reviews, they don't really like say bad things about the product. It's like they yeah, like of course they say the cons, but it's like overall just the positives. It's not the review itself. It's just like how they present it. In my case, I mean, even if I only say the good stuff, but you can read between the lines with my scoring. Like even if I say the good stuff and then it's ranking B, my scoring doesn't lie. You know what I mean? Even if I don't say the cons, but my scoring would it's just B. So that's why. Like even if I don't say bad things about a set, my scoring would tell it. Um, hmm. I don't know. I mean, SimGut is weird. I haven't ranked or maybe did I rank something and ask? Maybe I ranked. Maybe the EM6L. The Super Mix, I didn't like. I don't know. Like I was like, oh my god, this is so hyped, and it was just, it's fine. It was fine. It's not an S. That's why I said, like, if it's an S or an A plus, it's worth to buy, but not an S for me. Um, the Super Mix 4. It's a nice pick, but Timberlake in the upper treble, it's not as good. So when brands send something in their review agreed upon, or is it up to you whenever you want to review it or not? No. Of course it's a courtesy, right? It's courtesy to, I don't know if it's just an Asian thing, but they send products and you review it. They don't really tell you what to say about the product. Um, but I told them with the Hidis situation, I told them, is it okay if you send me new sets because I graphed it and they sound weird. They have imbalance, so I can't give a proper review on your unit if it's graphed like this. So it like I was doing courtesy on like if you really want me to do this, I don't want to make a review because doesn't make sense. Why would I review a set that is I can't even properly assess it? So that's why. Some people don't review sets, but in my case, I try to review them because it's just courtesy. Yeah, I think it justifies the extra 100. Personally, yeah. Personally, it's justified. The Nova tonality of the Nova is really good, but you really would know that they're using cheap drivers if you know. Like think of it as like a very beautiful lady, but you know she's using cheap makeup. If you know what I mean. And then like similar lady when she's using expensive. There's this little bit of nuance with better drivers that you feel. So yeah, it's for me it's personally but maybe you can wait for sale, you know? Like if they're priced under 250, then that's a pretty good, you know, solid pick. But even up to 50 now, it's really good. Yeah. Um, the Nova is hard to drive, so it's not really thin. They sound just maybe unexciting, or I don't know. Maybe Nova has some unit variations, so it's probably some variations in your unit. All right, guys, I think that's it. It was a fun talk. Did I answer all questions? Yeah, thanks a lot. Um, See you again next week, I guess. If, you know, usually around this time I wake up, I have coffee, and yeah. Thanks, man. It was really fun talking to you guys. Check my video. I'll be posting it later tonight or tomorrow. Have a great day there.